Sunday, and good evening, all of my Patty's family. I welcome each and every one of you in, and I hope that you are able to catch the live stream. If not, please go back and look at the replay and make comments. And if you want to ask questions pertaining to what we're talking about, that's fine. But I am asking that you will make some comments after the live, because if you don't, then I won't know what it's saying. And then this will make it easier for me to come back and connect with you guys. Welcome in. Welcome everybody. Hello, sis Hilda DC. I thank you so much. You will be one of the ones that I will be shouting out tonight. I'm going to talk about my struggles on YT, the ups and downs, highs and lows that I have had. And I just want to encourage those people that may not have 500 subs, or may have 500 subs. But I tell you, when I got the 500 subs, I was so happy that I could get a community tab, because I was thinking that I had to wait for 1,000 subs. So that's a good thing, that you can get a community tab once you get your 500 or above, whatever, however long it takes for you to do that. But we're here to have Sunday Table Talk with Patty, and I am going to shout some folks out that have been really inspirational and motivational in my YT journey, in my life. And I want to recognize these people. I cannot shout out everyone, but the people who have been adding me to their community tab, I really appreciate it. If you added me one time or many. So I want to shout you folks out by name. I am going to do so. But I want to say to the subscribers that may not have many subs, don't give up, don't quit. Quit is not an optional. Winners never quit, and the quote goes, winners never quit and losers never win, or something like that. But anyway, winners never quit. It's not in my DNA to quit. I have to keep going. It has been a struggle, especially early on, and it still is a grind, but you can't give up. You have to keep going. You have to keep moving, because if you don't, you're not going to make it. And we all can make it. We can, and it's enough pie here for everyone. We don't have to be jealous or envious of anybody. Just hop in and try to help people grow their channels. It's enough for all of us. So I'm going to look at my chat here. Hilda DC, hey sis. Hi Hilda. Thank you for adding me to your community tab. I don't want to say the S word. I've heard so many subs say that you can't say that word, or it's not good, or whatever. Hello, David Corey with Crop. I'm so happy to see you here. And I'm just happy for all of you. Yes, David, you have been here. You have been a constant commentator on my page, and I really appreciate you. David Corey with Crop and Hilda DC, I appreciate you. You have added me to your community tab more than once. I appreciate you. You have been one of the loyal subscribers ever since I came to Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat with Kevin is a great channel to be part of. I have been slacking and going over, not as much as I have been. I've been so busy trying to keep up. I got ill with sinus infection, and I've been, doing just a lot of things. I lost my husband less than a year ago, and all of that came up during the time I'm trying to grind on YT. But anyway, I'm getting back into the swing of things. And if you see me looking, I'm looking at my iPad so I can read my comments. Urban Gardening, thank you so much for being here. Wellness with Frugal Mama, hello. And Rob Allbanks, hey Rob and Tanya, good to see you here. And Frugal Mama, I'm gonna have to start getting up earlier so I can get with you, girl. I lost weight, and look at this. This gotta be tightened up. Look at this flab here. You know I gotta do something about that, girl. I gotta get on there with you in the mornings. Hi, Patty Fish. So glad you're here. Hello, everybody. Connect with everybody. I am new to the live stream. My grandson Tyler is helping me. He's my social media coordinator, I guess you can say, but he puts things together for me. He helps me out, and I'm grateful for that. So what I want to talk about is the struggles on YT. I don't know where to quite start from, but I'll get it started. Okay, I started out as a content creator. Well, I had a YouTube channel before, but I became really active August of 2020. And I launched my cooking channel. Tyler helped me with that, and you know, it was because of everything going on, being locked down in the house. He said, Mama, you should start a cooking channel, because I was doing a lot of cooking 3 meals a day. I love to cook, so I decided with his help, he set it all up, and I launched my cooking channel. Okay, after launching my cooking channel, I was going on, you know, just plugging along, not really, I didn't start out with anyone else in that community. I had 2 loyal subs, and they're not related. One name is Jackie, a lady, and a guy, Jimmy. And they were always on my channel, always on my page, always encouraging and motivating me. And I really appreciate it. They stuck with me, you know, they were there with me. But I didn't have anybody in that community that I really connected with, or we came up together. So I was just out here all alone trying to do my thing, and I just kept doing, I kept praying, I kept saying, Lord, you know I can't stop this journey. I know you're going to see me through this. You're going to help me with my channel. I was praying every day that nothing happened with my channel. And, you know, I was very careful, and I'm very careful now. The things that I say, and, you know, not trying to get into anything, because Lord knows I cannot start over. So anyway, please hit the thumbs up as you come into the chat, and after the chat, please go to my page and make a comment and tell me how you liked what we're talking about. So as I said, to get back to the point, August 2020, and I was cooking things. I was showing the food that I was cooking and what have you, whatnot. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people commented, but I still was not moving as fast as a lot of people that I saw moving. I said, so let me take my eyes off of them and focus on what I'm doing. So that is what I started doing. And I discovered that I have to do more than cooking. Now, for some people, their cooking channels just take off like a jet. Okay, mine did not do that. So I said, well, I am going to try something else. So since prepping is connected to foods, I said, well, I'm prepping food anyway. I always did that. This is nothing new. So I'll just start doing grocery hauls and prepping foods and stocking my pantry. And that is what I started doing. And so I became a part of that community, and I met some interesting people in that community, some supportive people, and I am going to name a few of them that I can remember. Many people commented on my page, but this one lady, Van City Prepper, she invited me to on a panel. She's in Canada, so I joined a panel of about 4 or 5 other ladies. I don't remember how many. Anyway, it's on my page. And so I was happy to do that. And she was supportive in that way. And another lady I met along the way, Linda's Prepper Kitchen. And Linda helped me, she shouted me out and, whatnot. And she has an awesome channel as well of prepping. And somebody else in that community, Moments with Us, she added me to her community tab and shouted me out. And I got many shout outs from a lot of people, but these people were really instrumental in helping me and nudging me along the way. Another lady that really shared me, well, not shared, but added me to her community page time and time again. I did the same for her. Janita, Loving It Groceries every week. Janita Loving It Groceries every week. And she really added me to her tab time and time again, supporting me, and I did the same for her. So I really appreciate, and I do not, and there were others that came to my page supporting me, making comments and all of that, and I appreciate you all. But when you start naming names, you will leave somebody out. Moments with Us, with Shauna, she was another one in the prepping community that added me to her tab and shouted me out as well, and she still does. So I said, well, I'm doing it here. I'm gaining some good footage here, so I'm going to branch out. I realized that just cooking, just prepping was not just it for me. So I began looking at other communities because I do like more than cooking and prepping. So I started looking at conversations. I started looking at the motorcycle and automobile mechanics. I started looking at gamers and, just a lot of different communities, the communities of crafting. I like crafts, so I started looking at those communities and supporting them. It's just a lot of communities that I started to support. And, I just love these communities because, some people may not like all cooking. Some people may not like all prepping. They may not like all grocery hauls or whatever. So I said, well, I'll do some other things because I want to be well-rounded. Hello, Geeky Girls. Big Rooster. Hey, Big Rooster, how are you doing? Hello to all of you. Wellness with Frugal Mama, Queen Bee. Hello, all of you. I welcome you in. I am so glad you're here. And I want to tell you about, I've told you about the preppers and all of that. So I started to move among other communities, and I thought I would not grow. It took me the longest, to get to the 500. But I couldn't quit. I just couldn't quit. You all cannot quit. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged at all. It happens like this. If you grow your channels organically, this is what is going to happen. So what happened is I started intermingling with the other communities, and I met Miss T with the T. I met Praying Couple Cooking Series. And then I began to meet others. Big Rooster, Frank G, The Weightlifting Geek, African Dreaming, Sweet Ree, Unique, a lot of these people. April Showers, Anointed Prayers, Hilda DC, Pete, Scratching Pete PA. A lot of people I started to meet. All of them I can't not name. Catherine with Friends, I met her over on Tuber Chat. She invited me to her panel one night. It was late. I was watching her, and I told Kathy, girl, I can't come on. I'm not dressed. She said, just throw your picture up there. I didn't even know what to do to just put my picture up there, so I didn't go on her panel. The next person that invited me was Miss K, Khadija Reeves, and it was early one morning, so I did go on her panel with my hair in a bonnet and all of that, but you know, it wasn't a lot of light, so I enjoyed that and I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of the people. Tap in with Queen Riri. I think I mentioned April Showers, and just a lot of other people. And so many people have come to support me. A lot of people. I can't name them all. It's too many. I will miss somebody. Always Tam Tam. You know, a lot, just so many that are sticking with me. So many of them that make comments on my pages and on my page, I'm sorry. I appreciate you all. So I am here to tell you, do not quit. You cannot stop. Keep going. The biggest blow that I have had, it took me 23 months to get to 1K. When I got to the 1K, I was so excited. And I want to talk about Miss T with the T. I was so excited. I went to her community conversation, coffee and conversation, and she really pushes. She's supportive. She pushes everybody to help everybody. And she was pushing for me. You know, she was pushing for a lot of others. And I made it to the 1K. Well, when I made it to the 1K, the next morning or two, I had dropped down to 967. I'll never forget that. I woke up, I think it was the next day, and I looked, I had 967. That was a blow. It was almost as if somebody had punched me in the face. So I said, oh my goodness. I said, but whatever has happened, God, you know I cannot quit. I'm not going to stop. I got a little discouraged, but I didn't get depressed to the point where I said, I'm not going to do this anymore, or I'm going to take a day off, or I'm not going to anybody. I kept going to people pages, supporting them, going to their lives, looking. I didn't stop. And this one guy, Big Rooster, from the Big Rooster Show, he said, Miss Patty, we're going to get you there. He sent me a message through IG, and he told me, don't worry, in a few days, you will be back up to your 1K. Don't worry, we're going to get you there. And Frank G, he said, don't worry. He said, I have another page. I'm going to sub from that page. I appreciate that. And he did. And he is a loyal supporter. He puts me on his community tab, Frank G, all the time. Big Rooster's always shouting me out. Miss T with the T, Praying Couple Cooking Series, Tapping with Riri. They're shouting me out. I appreciate you all. And others are supporting me and supporting me. And I really appreciate it. And this one young lady, Steph DIY Queen, she added me to her tab, and I was so surprised because I didn't really know her. Excuse me. So I appreciate every act of kindness. I just appreciate you all. Hello 755 Media, Jill Style, glad to see you here. Cooks with Love. I am so proud, Mixed Child, happy to see all of you. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Queen B, I think I mentioned you, but I am so happy to see all of you. I really, really am elated for the support, but I have not forgotten humble beginnings. I'm still pushing and grinding. It's a constant grind. As Hilda DC always says, the grind never stops. She is so motivational. She has all of these affirmations on her channel when you go there, and she's always, you know, just pumping you up, inspiring you, as well as a lot of other people. Now, I can't name everybody, because, and there are many, many more, but I just want to tell you guys, do not think of quitting, because I could have quit when I didn't have but 2 very loyal supporters, subscribers, when I was doing just the cooking. They were there every time I put up a video. They were there. And as I said, one's name is Jackie, a lady, and a guy, Jimmy. They were there. And I didn't even realize or didn't know who they were. The lady doesn't even have a page. You know, she's not a content creator. She has a page, but not a creator. And, you know, I am so grateful for them. They hung in with me, but I didn't have anybody in the cooking community that started out with me that I knew that hung there with me. I've heard content creators say, I started out with this one, I started out with that one, you know, we're here together. I really didn't have, I was all out here by myself, but by the grace of God, he sustained me, and I am so happy that I didn't give up. But as I said, giving up is not even in my DNA. I can't give up. So I didn't give up, and I want to encourage everybody. If you think your channel is not growing fast enough, don't worry about it. Just keep grinding, keep posting, you know, go live if you can. And I just started going live. My birthday was on August 4th, and I went live for the first time 2 or 3 weeks before my birthday. I said, I got to do it, and I planned a big party, you know, and you guys are my family because I don't have people coming in and out because of what's going on. And so my children and grandchildren, son-in-law, they were all here to support me, just a few of us. I had a ball. It was just like I had a birthday party in a big place with a lot of invited guests. That is the way I felt. I dressed up, and I just felt so honored that day. I got a lot of gifts, phone calls, texts, shout outs by my UT family, and I was just so happy that all of the UT family that I have, a lot of you showed up at my party, and I'm grateful for the ones that came on and watched the replay and made comments. I am just grateful for all of you guys, and I am trying to support all of you as much as possible. It gets a little hard, you know, when you have so many subs and you have so many notifications, and sometimes you don't even get all your notifications, you know, like you should. And that's why occasionally I will go to different people's pages if I haven't seen them and comment and make sure that I'm still sub to them, because there have been cases where I have not, you know, somehow I was sub to them, and then all of a sudden I was no longer sub to them. So I had to redo that and everything. So, you know, just, I'm not monetized, but I am so happy to have over 1K. I praise God for it. I don't take it lightly. I am just really glad that at least I have 1K. I'm not really looking at that. And for a long time, I did not even show my subscribers. The reason why is because I did not want to see that every time I opened up my channel. I didn't want to see it flashing before my eyes. It was depressing because I was like stagnant. So I just didn't want to see that every day. You know, I didn't go to the studio looking for that every day. So I just kind of kept it away from me. It was not that I had anything to hide, but I just didn't want to see it. So finally, before I hit 1K, I opened it up. So, you know, I guess the rest of that is history. But I've met so many people in the crafting communities, so many decorators, clothes hauls, fashion, all of that. I like it all, and I love it all, and I try to support all of you. And so here we are today, but my message is don't quit. I just decided I would come out and tell you because I've been hearing too much about how some preppers are saying that they don't know why they're not growing, and I felt the same way. It is just a natural emotion. I felt the same way, but I kept telling myself I cannot quit, and I kept praying that God would grow and help me grow and give me the strength to continue to go on and grind and grind. And it still is a grind. I mean, the grind doesn't stop here. Right now, I'm trying to get monetized. I know it will happen one day, and it's gonna happen whenever. I'll be happy. I'll be thankful. I'm grateful to all of you that are running my PL for me to get the WH, and you know what I mean. So I am so thankful. Excuse me, y'all, for all of you guys. Like I said, Miss T with the T, Big Rooster, Weightlifting Geek, Sweet Ree, all of you that are running my playlist. Some of you are running it that I don't know about, but if you are, let me know, because I try to thank everybody for everything they're doing in the comments. I try to come back, and when somebody's telling me that they're doing this or they're doing that, if I go to my mentions, sometime I notice I have been 3 and 4 weeks behind in looking in my mentions, and so then I will look and I see that somebody has added me to their community tab, and then I'll go and thank them to let them know that I appreciate it. I don't take that for granted, and I think if somebody takes the time to add you to their tab, to shout you out, and do all of these different things, to make comments, you should take the time. Well, I will take the time. If I see it, I don't care if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I am going to come on your tab and tell you thank you. I appreciate it, because nobody has to do anything for you, and I don't take anything lightly, and I don't take anything for granted. I am a very appreciative person. I'm very appreciative, and I don't despise small beginnings. Everybody that helped me along the way in the beginning, I appreciate you all. I may not see you as much since I'm just all over the place now, but I still appreciate you. And as you come to my page and make a comment, I'm coming to your page to make a comment as well. So you can't quit. You can't quit. Just keep yourself motivated. And I'm doing this because I love it. I love being on YouTube, and I want to leave a legacy for my children and grandchildren. One day I'll be gone, and they can look back on this and see that I was trying to do something positive in life, aside from other things I've done. So the struggle is real. The grinding is real. The no stopping is real. All of this is real. I have met some beautiful people along the way, and for the most part, the communities that I'm in, I don't see a lot of drama or negativity. If something negative comes up, the Creator will nip it in the bud right then. We don't speak to others in this way or that way. Try to respect everybody. I try to respect everybody. And I think sometimes we have to think about what we're going to say before we say it. I think that is a problem. Sometimes people may not mean anything by it, but sometimes, people might speak too quickly, not really mean, and then sometimes some things can be perceived in the wrong manner, and people, and I always say this, when I, not you, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but when I do a post or a text back to somebody or make a comment, I read it over and over, because it is never my intent to go after somebody in a post or to lash out at somebody, because I realize a lot of times when you're texting, you have to be careful, because people are not in your face. They don't see your expressions. They can't see your body language. So you have to be careful in the manner in which you speak through a text, because a lot of times that has gotten people in trouble, just going on doing a post and not thinking about what you're doing. So I try to be wise. I pray for wisdom all the time. So I'm a seasoned woman. So I should be teaching the younger generation, because there's no need in older people acting worse than the young people. I remember once when I was working, I am retired now, but when I worked, I had this supervisor, and he was very hot-headed. And it was something going on in our department, and it was something with another person, and I was working with that lady on a project. So he did not like the lady anyway. And so he wrote a very hot and nasty letter to her. But he was writing it like it was from me. And so he gave it to me, and he was angry, and he spewed out some stuff, and that wasn't me anyway. And so he said, I want to send this to so and so, and I want you to sign it. I read the letter, and I said, no, 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 I can't sign that. No, I would not say that to her. No, I'm not. And so he toned it way down, and he wrote the letter himself. But see, that's when you have to think and not let people get you caught up in stuff. And I'm going to tell you another story. I remember when I was young, and I had this part-time job working at a crystal restaurant. It's like similar to a White Castle. And so I was working the front. Usually I would work the side window, because the manager had discovered that I could count money, and I didn't make any mistakes with change and stuff like that. So he would put me, we didn't have a register there that would tell you the amount of money to give back, but on the floor in the front, at the front counter, the register did have a counter. You know, you could you wouldn't have to figure out the change to give the person. So he was the manager, and this particular morning, this person had gotten a coffee, and he had to give them, something went wrong, but he had to give the money back. And then when you do that, I can't remember the name of the slip you got to fill out and sign. You know, this is an error that you might have forgotten what they call it. So he made the mistake at the front counter, and he wanted, excuse me, y'all, this is funny, he wanted me to sign it. And I said, no, Mr. So-and-so, I didn't make that mistake, you did. And so he got so angry with me, and I didn't care. And I said, no, I'm not signing that, because I did not ring that up. I did not make the error, and I'm not taking responsibility for it. And so he got so angry. That man would not even give me a 15-cent raise after that. He was so mad. So this one lady came to me. She said, I'm going to talk to him for you to get your raise. She said, because he's wrong for that, for not giving you your raise. And I told her, don't worry about it. I said, don't worry about it. I don't need this job. I said, so I'm quitting. I said, he doesn't want to give me the raise. I'm not begging him for it. I'm just quitting. And I did. I quit the job. But you have to stand up and let people know that they just cannot, and I don't know how I got into this, but it's probably for somebody, that they just cannot do things like this to you. And so, you know, those are two incidents that I remember. I have many stories, but those are the only two that, you know, I would get into today. But guys, we have to try and be as kind as we can to people, because we never know what a person might be going through. And we don't want to, well, I don't want to say anything that will cause a person to get pushed over the edge or whatever, if I can help it. So not to say that you let people just push you around, because in those two incidents that I have told you clearly, I don't allow that. But, you know, being kind, it doesn't take much to be kind. So we just try to do that as much as possible. And my message is just don't quit. I have some notes here. Let me see if there's anything that I wanted to tell you about that I have not told you. I think I have told you everything, but I just want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you for your kindness, your support, your love shown to me uh, during this journey. I appreciate the communities that I am part of. So I'm not just part, like they say, find your niche. You need to find your niche. Well, I thought my niche was cooking and sharing that. And I'm not saying it's not, but that alone was just not getting it for me. And now I have begun to grow, and I'm thankful for it. I really appreciate Miss T with the tea, coffee, and conversation every morning. It's very motivational, very positive, and I can't say enough about that channel. Praying Couple cooking series, awesome people, awesome channel. Just everyone that I'm connected with and I've shared comments with on their pages, and they've shared comments. Very decent human beings, very nice people, very great content. I just love all of you. I just can't mention everyone in this one setting. It's too many. Oh, I want to shout out Weave's World. Weave's World shouted out like 150 channels, and I happen to be one of those channels that he shouted out. So big shout out to Weave's World. I really appreciate that, and I'm sure everyone else appreciates it as well. So, guys, is there anything you want to say? Let me take a look at my comments, because my comments are just rolling. I don't see them. You're welcome, Hilda DC. Thank you for the shout out, sis. I appreciate you. Everybody is speaking to everybody. I meant to tell you that, but I was setting up my son's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to Sonny. Happy birthday to him. 1SP, thank you for coming. Thank you for adding me to your tab. I thank Deborah Kabasa for coming. Can't stop walking but love mowing. Some of us want to hear a kind voice. Yes, you are right. You are absolutely correct. Thrift Queen Vlogs. Let me see. Let me see. What is she saying? Deborah Cabasa invited me. I am new to the channel. I just thank you so much. And I will visit your home and leave a gift. But I'm going to wait for a day or two and then come and give you meaningful comments and look at your videos. And I'm asking, when you sub to people, if you would look at least a couple of videos, at least 5 minutes of the videos, and make a meaningful comment to get the sub to stick. And generally when people sub to me, I will wait like a couple of days, and then I will go and look at 2 or 3 of their videos and then sub to them so that it will stick. That's what I have learned in these YouTube streets. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at I'm trying to make sure. I know I have missed some comments. Guys, don't forget to give her a thumbs up. Thank you, Deborah Kabasa. Please thumbs up the live. It means a lot to me. And please go and make comments after the live is over. Thank you, Rob's Facts, Miss Patty. God don't make no mistakes. You're right, Rob. You're absolutely correct. You are so right. And David Corey with Crops says, so true. Have your own mind. Don't practice bad behavior. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Everybody is speaking to everybody. I appreciate you all. Deborah Cabasa said, I completely agree with you, Miss Patty. Oh, I thank you all for coming in. Hi, Carter's Eats. I almost missed you. It goes right over my channel head, and I thank him. Oh, thank you, Carter's Eats, for coming in. I appreciate you coming in, and I've got to get back over to your channel as well. I appreciate all of you. I'm trying to see Wanda Budgets. She's interacting with everybody, speaking to everybody. Rob Allbanks, Geeky Girls, is speaking. Ross says exactly, the grind don't stop even after monetization, but let's get monetized first. Right, Rob. Thank you for that inspiration, that motivation. Let's see here. I thank all of you for coming in, and I thank all of the ones that will watch and replay at least 10 or 15 minutes of it. And Bud Files, thank you for coming in. You're always here supporting me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Like I said, everyone that's in this chat that I have interacted with before, I appreciate all of you because you all have been interacting with me before. Proud Mixed Child. Yeah, that last live was rough. Sorry about that. Oh, he was talking to Rob Allbanks. And let's see, saluting not much, just home relax. Okay, he's talking to Rob. Trying to go back in the comments. Big Rooster. So glad you're here. And just everybody. Unique Speak, daughter. So glad you could tap in to the live. Urban Gardening Chronicles. I don't want to miss anybody. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Awesome channel. If you want to get your exercise in and become fit, visit her channel. Rob Allbanks takes us through Birmingham, Alabama, showing us the different places there. Awesome channel. Let's see what else. I think I have gotten to everybody. I'm going back up because I certainly don't want to. Patty Fish, thanks for coming in. I think I mentioned you before. I just thank all of you for coming in and supporting. Let's see. Trying to not miss anyone. I think, Miss Queen B, thank you so much for coming in. Proud Mixed Child, I know I have spoken to you. And let's see here. All is well, 755 Media. Hope all is well with you. God bless you all. And I'm rooting for all of you on the growth of your channels. I know how hard it is. As Rob Allbanks said, before monetization and even after. Let's see, I think I have named everybody. Bud Files, Wanda. Oh, Jim Jones. Hi, Jim Jones. How are you? Didn't mean to overlook you. I'm just going back through the comments to make sure that I have not missed anybody. I just try to have fun. That's all I can do. Can't stop walking. You're right. Because it is fun. It can be fun. You meet some nice people along the way. It is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Okay, guys. Let's see here. I want to be sure. Okay, I have Thrift Queen Vlogs. How are you? And let's see. I think I have named everybody. If I have not, don't charge it to my heart. Please, please don't charge it to my heart. Juju World, how are you? Glad you could stop by and support. Thank you so much, Juju World. Frank G Shorts. Frank G Shorts and News. So grateful to you. And let's see, making sure. Simply Sarah. Hi, Simply Sarah, hon. So glad you could come in. Heather Hunter Johnson, 23rd. So happy for you all. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate every one of you. And I think we will be doing some more of these Sunday table talks with Patty. Okay, is it anything else anybody wants to say? Don't forget, when joining, to smack that like button. Thank you, Juju World. Thank you. I appreciate it. Please go back and thumb up the live if you didn't do so when you came in. Everybody's still speaking. We have 1,700 in the building. I am grateful for that. And I am grateful for the ones who will watch the replay. Y'all, when I was working over 20 years ago, I had carpal tunnel syndrome, I guess. And I had the carpal tunnel release, they call it, in my right hand, and I am right-handed. So have a blessed day, everyone, says Patty Fish. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, smash that like button, y'all. It's free. Thank you, Rob. And say hello to Tanya. Okay, so I have this little brace. I had a full hand one. So I had successful surgery, but at the time I was working with computers. I was on the computer a lot during the day, and I operated the microfilm reader and printer. And so it was a lot of motion with my hand with that microfilm reader, just a lot of this. So I had that problem, and I had the surgery, and I had that surgery done in Birmingham, Alabama, at the Sports Medicine Clinic. Very, very well-known clinic in Birmingham. So now I will tell her, Miss Patty. Okay, thank you, Rob. Hello to everyone in chat. Hello, Simply Sarah. And so now I'm having problems again. I'm retired, but I'm having, like I have like deadening sensation here in my fingers, and I know it's a nerve thing. So now I am going to have to make an appointment and go back to see what is going on, if I can get some therapy, because I did have some therapy before, but I ended up having to have the surgery. And so I am going to make an appointment and try, and the doctor that did the surgery was very good, and he's about as old as me now, or a little older, and I need to catch him before he retires to see if he's still doing surgery. And I'm going to make an appointment to have this done. My oldest daughter does a lot with computers. She's having a problem, so she wants to go for the first time. Thank you, Heather. Prayers for you, Miss Patty. Thank you so much. And I pray over this hand. I massage it. I rub it. I speak healing over it. Everything. But I am going to stop laughing, Rob. You so funny. Stop laughing, because I said he's about as old as me. But he's still practicing. I hope he's still doing surgery. Okay, was it with Dr. Andrew at Swordman? I remember Dr. Andrews, but I started going, I think Dr. Andrews had left. It's been years ago. And Dr. Whiteside, do you remember Whiteside? Dr. Whiteside? Is it Whiteside or Whitehead? Whiteside. White something. And I started going to him. He retired. And then I started going to Dr. Joseph Sherrill. He is an excellent hand doctor. And so I've got to make an appointment to do that. Yeah. Is Dr. Andrews still there, Rob? I always heard he was great. But at the time when I went, because I had this surgery over 20 years ago. That's been a long time. So I need to know what's going on with this hand. You know, this numbness and this tingling sensation. I know it's nerve in the hands. You know, I know what it is. Ask him who he recommends. Okay, Rob, I will do that. I will do that. Well, I thank you guys so much for spending this time with me, because you could have been anywhere with anyone else doing anything else, but you spent the time with me, and I hope I have said some encouraging words for the content creators that are very small, and I am small too, but some may be a little smaller. They may not have 500. They may have just a little over 500. So I just want to encourage them. Don't quit, but you got to be consistent. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep putting up content. A lot of times people do shorts. I do a lot of shorts because that will get the attention to your page. But shorts you won't get monetized. You won't get paid for the shorts, but they will attract people to your channel. So that is good. I do shorts, and now I'm beginning to go live because I know that is a big help. And I'm going to go live as much as possible. I went live yesterday. I went to the farmer's market, and it was bad reception out there. Excuse me, but I did a live. It wasn't so bad, but it wasn't that great of quality. But oh well, it happens, you know. And let me tell you one other thing. When I started, and I was doing YouTube for a short while, everything happened to me. So don't get discouraged. I ran out of storage on my phone. I used to have a Samsung Android. So nearly 2 years ago, I got an iPhone because it was on sale. I got a good deal with that. So that is why I got the iPhone. But the iPhone is bad when it comes to storage. So my phone that I had was not even 2 years old. It wasn't time for me to be able to get another one. So I was completely out of storage. I could not even go live. I couldn't create videos or anything from that phone. I started using 2 outdated iPads, one mine and one Tyler's. And I was doing the best I could with what I had, because I wasn't just going to go out and buy another phone when it wasn't time for me to get a phone. I think I will be able to get a new phone in November. So what happened, my phone started messing up. The one that I had, the iPhone that I had, it wasn't damaged, it wasn't cracked or broken or anything. It started messing up. So I called Verizon, who is my provider, and I told them that I could not wait until November. There's something wrong with my phone. I couldn't get messages. You know, my calls were dropping. My phone was locking up. And I said, oh my goodness, how in the world can I do my YouTube? But with these 2 outdated iPads is how I made all my thumbnails may look horrible, but I was doing the best I can. And still my thumbnails may not be all that great, but it is what it is. And so anyway, they told me that I could get another phone, a refurbished phone, for I think like $55 if I send that one in, and they will send me the, so they did. And so this is what I'm using now. I'm so happy for this phone, and in November I will get another phone because I only had 64 gigs, and you know, use that up quickly. So I'm watching my gigs. I'm at about 20 something out of 64, and I just delete the videos once I put them up. I try to delete the photos because I'm trying to hold out until November. Now I have I went out and bought a new iPad, which is good. But I need my phone because I do a lot. Like if I'm out and about, I want to use my phone. And so somebody said, well, maybe you need to get 2 phones or whatever. So I just said, no, I'm just going to get the, so I got more than, I think, 250 some gigs on the new iPad that I bought. So I'm really careful with that. You know, I'm running some PLs for people to get WH, and I do it on the old iPad. And of course, the other one, Tyler helps me out. He will run on his old iPad as well. And I think he runs on, you run on your what, Tyler? Your
computer and TV.
Your computer. At his house, he runs on his computer and TV. Your game is some kind of game, something.
Yes,
What is it?
my
Xbox, that he runs on that. But I only have my old iPad now that I run on, and you know, I'm trying to help people out as much as possible. I have completed running more than 10 hours for some people already, and I am going to continue to help people to grow because so many people have helped me. And if I can help somebody else to grow, that is what I'm going to do. Because as I told you in the beginning, it's enough piece in the pie for everybody. So we got to help each other, and that is what I'm trying to do. And so here I am, you know, but nobody probably knew. Maybe they looked at my thumbnails and said, you know, they weren't clear enough or whatever, because I was doing it. But I did not let that stop me. I still said I'm not quitting with these 2 ragged iPads, outdated. I'm going to run them until they get hot, burn up, or whatever, until I can get another thing. But it wasn't that I couldn't get it. It's just that I'm trying to wait out until November when when it'll be time for me to get another phone. That's what I was trying to wait out for, because I don't want to be spending all this money, you know, just to get a phone when I'm going to have to get a new one. And then by me getting the refurbished phone, I still don't have but the 64 gigs. So I'm going to have to get a phone this time with more gigs, because I don't want to have that storage problem like I have had in the past. So nothing I've had, those are the obstacles that I've had, but I still could not let that stop me. I have come too far to stop. I've worked hard, and of course we lose subs. You know, I don't know what happens, but we lose subs. You know, we may go to bed with one amount of subs, and especially before the 1K, I would go to bed with so many subs and wake up the next day, and I may have 4 subs gone, 5 subs, 8 subs, or whatever, 1 sub. You know, I don't know what was going on, but I still say no matter what, I am going to keep grinding. Hello, Miss V. How are you? I'm just seeing you. Thank you so much for hopping on. I am so happy. Yes, Rob, patience. We got to be patient. We can't give up. You know, we can't let just any and every little thing break us. We cannot do it. And my bloodline, I came from some strong people in my family that just didn't quit. They kept grinding and grinding. No matter what they faced in life, they went on. And I'm sure many of you have those same type ancestors and family members before you, grandmas, grandpas, and all of that, that never stopped, never stopped. So I can't stop, and I won't stop. Okay, Rob says, well, Miss V said, congratulations on reaching your major goal of 1K. Thank you, Miss V. Thank you so much. And Rob says, when you lose subs, I think it be that person didn't sub properly. It ain't you, Miss Patty. I think they don't look at least 5 minutes of your videos. They may sub and not watch your videos. I never do that. I never do that. And I always watch more than 5 or 10 minutes of anybody's videos. Oftentimes, I will watch the video all the way through, all the way through. But since it has gotten to be so many subs, it's really hard to watch every video all the way through, but I'm not going to watch less than 10 or 15 minutes of any video. And if it's a 3, 4, 5 minute video, I'm going to watch the whole video. If it's 15 minutes, I'm going to watch the whole video. If it's an hour or more, I may watch 30 minutes, or whatever, because I have so many other people trying to get around to support. It's hard to watch a 2-hour video straight through and just give all of that time and attention to one person when you got to spread the love all around. So that's, what I try and do. I don't expect anybody to watch every video of everybody all the time. It's impossible, because we have a life outside of YouTube. We have things to do, places to go. We got to clean house, cook. We got to, in some cases, people got to take care of their children. I take Tyler to school in the morning. However, the school is only about 5 or 6 minutes away from where we all live. But still, I commit to getting up, taking him to school, because this is his first year going to traditional school, to his high school. He's in the 10th grade. He would be in the 11th grade, but his birthday comes in December, and that is why he's 15. He will be 16 in December. So when your birthday is not in line with what is required, that throws you a whole year behind. So anywho, we have things to do. We have doctor's appointments. We have dental appointments. We have to go and make groceries. We got to shop. We got to do this. We got to see about the house. You just can't let everything go. So it's hard, because I have found myself, by me being retired, get up, take a shower, get me a little breakfast, and pray and start on YouTube. And then when I look, it was all day long. And I say, no, something has to give here. I cannot do this 5 to 7 days a week. I want to support it, because, watching those long videos like that, it will consume you. It will take up all of your time. So, you just can't do it. We do what we can in love. We try to support, and that's what we do. That's what I do, and I know that's what everybody else is doing. Sunday blessings to you, Coach Mary. Hello, D. Jones. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks to all of you. Unique Sweet, my Unique Speaks, my daughter. Thank you. Sundays are my best days to support my family. Get most of my time. Yes, when you have a family, be it a spouse, children, grandchildren, other family members, or whatever, they need you. And you have to. Family first. Family is first. We support others, but we have to, charity begins at home and spreads abroad. So you gotta see about your family, your children, your grandchildren, and other family members. You're correct. So I think everybody understands that is doing this YouTube thing. Everybody understands. Even if you're a single person, you got to do things for yourself. So I am just so happy that all of you could come in. Do you have any questions that you want to ask in the comments concerning this topic that we're on now about not giving up, continuing to grind? I hope I have inspired somebody by telling you the struggle for me. Some people take off and grow like, they grow so fast. They get their subs really quickly, and some of them have their 4,000 hours before they have the subs. But it didn't happen for me like that. It doesn't happen for everybody like that. You're right, Rob. Single people got to pay bills too. You're absolutely correct. People have to go to jobs. And Rob says, T. Jones, don't worry about what others don't understand. Like Miss Patty said, it's plenty people on here that really do understand, and you will be led to them. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You're right. You're right, T. Jones. You do what you can do. Do what you have to do. Don't let YT consume you, because you do have a life. You gotta spend some time with God. I gotta spend some time with God. I'm not telling anybody else what to do or whatever, but I have to spend some time with God, because I remember one time a lady said something, and you know how we'll say, you gotta do this, not meaning you literally, just us. But I made a mistake and said, well, you got to do this. And she took it literally like I was telling her something. No, I wasn't telling when I say you. So that's why I'm always careful now. I would say, well, I have to do this, or because I don't want anybody to, get a misconception that I'm telling them what to do, because that's not my intent. I'm just letting my channel grow as it grows. I don't want to mandate anything from anyone. I just appreciate all who do support me. Right, Unique Speak. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. You can only do what you can do. And I don't think anybody is expecting anybody to just, and you may not see a person for a while, and don't feel that, oh, they're not supporting me. They're going to get around to you. They're going to get around to you. They may not come in every day. I'm speaking from my own experience. I may not come every day, but if you make a comment on my page, that is a good reminder to me. Click right on your name and go right to your page, watch a couple of videos, and make meaningful comments. Watch the videos. I mean, if it's a 3-minute video, watch the whole video. If it's 5 or 10 minutes, I watch the whole video. Again, I, not you. I don't want to use you and get a misconception of what I'm saying. Perception. Not conception, but perception. So I don't want things to get perceived wrongly. So yeah, we just do what we can do, and that's all we can do. And Unique Speak says facts. Let me see, facts T, and you're absolutely right, Mama Patty. That's right. And Rob says, I don't like people to quit because I've been on YT before. I even really knew what it was, and it's going so fast, and if I can get this far, and I see how people pass me, but it's all good, because as long as I'm here, you'll see me. You're right, Rob, and I thank you so much for your support. Official Jamie, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of you. What's in the, okay, Rob, Frank G. Oh, he's talking to Frank G. High vibrations, running circles. Okay, something he's saying here, y'all. I got these glasses on. I'm trying to see. Moments with Us. Hey. Wishing you had a great weekend. Thank you, honey. She is one of the ladies that I shouted out earlier. She's in the prepping community. Wonderful lady. Moments with Us. That's Shauna. I love you, Shauna. I thank you for all you've done for me in the past. Okay, Unique said, much love to you, Mama Patty. You are awesome on your channel, and I always feel welcome to come by. Everybody is welcome. Yes, you are welcome, Unique. I feel right at home when I'm on your channel, in your home. I love the motivation, the inspiration. I love the Word of God. So I'm right at home when I come to visit you. Deborah Mosley is speaking to Wanda. And Patty Fish is speaking to Moments with Us. Heather Hunter is speaking to Jamia. And Jamia, I've got to get back to your channel as well. I have been so busy. I love my peace. Let me see. I love my peace. I will never let anyone mess it up. Right, Frank G. And Frank G gives some awesome content, motivation, inspiration. And Frank G, I will tell you, Frank G is 100. Facts. He is 100. He speaks the truth and he tells it like it is. And I love Frank G for that because that is the way I am. I am a real person and I just have to speak truth. And that's right. You have to guard your peace. If you're in a community and it's no peace, you dust your feet and keep moving to the next. Okay. Wanda and Patty. Moments with Us. Shauna is speaking to everyone. Touching and agreeing with you, sis. God got you. Yes, T. Jones. Yes. I refuse to have drama in my life. You're right, Frank. Life is too short. It is too much going on in the world today to allow anyone to disturb your peace. You are absolutely correct. I agree with you. Don't let your peace be tampered with. You're right. You are right. And Frank G said, yes, 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 I agree with you. I agree with you. Yes, Lord, no strife, please. You're right. You're right, Rob. No strife, no drama, no, just peace. Because this should be a place where we all come together, one mindset to get along. And like Rodney King said a long time ago, and I quote, can we all just get along? I mean, it's not hard. We can just and not try and insult people. Sometimes people don't mean things, but it can be perceived in the wrong way. But I was listening to Marlene Motivates, and she said something so profound. I was looking at her live, I think it was yesterday, and she was saying there is never a reason to be rude to people. And she is absolutely correct. That is a wonderful channel. Marlene Motivates. And I called her yesterday and I was glad I did. You know, no excuses about having a bad day. This didn't go right. That didn't go right. You know, deal with it, but that is not a reason to be rude. She said that, and I agree with that. We don't have to be rude. And it's a way that you can tell a person something. It's a way that you can talk to people without being rude. Speak truth now, but it's the way in which you address somebody. That's all I say. Not saying that you let people walk on you, but speak the truth. And I agree with that 100% coming from her. Okay, Marlene is good. Yes, she is. A lot of motivation over there. Be honest and speak in love. Yes, geeky girl. Yes, the way you do it and do it in love, you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. You don't have to be rude. Thank you, Jesus, for me being here. I thank God for each and every one of you. I thank you, T. Jones, for being here, honey. And I'm glad you got something positive to take away and embraced and, you know, feel like you were welcome. All of you are welcome here. All of you are welcome. I'm just a vessel beginning God's truth. Let me see. T. I was receiving the word with you. Yes. Yeah. Oh, bringing. I'm just a vessel bringing God's truth to you. Yeah. Bringing. Yes. Absolutely correct. And Unique Speaks has a very motivational channel. She's just all fired up for God. And she brings a lot of truth. A good messenger for God. Just really, really. So if you all like that type content, check her out. Go over there and see what she's doing. Cooks with Love, appreciate you on all your advice. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Thank you, Cooks with Us, and I'm sure everyone appreciates you. I certainly do, and I know everyone else does. T. John Patty, I love you. You have absolutely you have absolutely done anything. Um, I don't, I think it might have been a word left out, but anyway, I love you too, um, T. Jones, and just keep doing what you're doing, keep grinding, and just keep doing what you're doing. We have 1,500 in the building, 1,600, and I know tomorrow, well, today is the first day of the week. Tomorrow is the first day of the work week, and I know many of you have things to do. Maybe getting the children, grandchildren ready for in the morning, and or maybe to start your work week. And I just bless all of you in the name of Jesus. And I thank you all for being here. Have a blessed evening, everyone. And I am going to get ready and sign off. And if I come back next week with another table talk, if it's something you want to hear, I want us to discuss, just you can IG me, Patty Southern Kitchen, and I think it's Patty Southern, no, that's on TikTok, it's Patty Southern Kitchen too.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, it's Patty Southern Kitchen. And you can find me there. I am easy to find. Thanks all of you for coming on. I love each and every one of you, and all of you that I can help to get your WH. I'm running playlists. I completed a couple of them yesterday. I'm not running less than 10 hours, in some cases more than 10 hours for everybody. And then after I rotate, go all around, then I'll come back and run more for the first person that I started with. So we're all in this together, and we're going to make it. We are going to make it. Hope everybody have a wonderful and blessed week. You too, Frank. Moments with Us says blessings to you all, queens and kings. Keep your energy high. Much love to you, Patty. Thank you, Shauna. And love and blessings to you all. Love you, Mama Patty. And thank you for this live. I'm going to come back to catch the replay of what I missed. Thank you, honey. Rob, peace and love, my people. Take care. Wanda is saying to Unique Speak. T. Jones, yes, geeky. Everyone, this has been an enjoyable conversation. Table Talk, Sunday Table Talk with Patty. And if I'm going to do another one next week, I'll let you guys know in time. If there's a topic that you want to discuss, just IG me but I want to do my part as others are doing to help people and to encourage people that don't give up because you don't have 500 subs or you just have 600 subs. Don't give up. Keep it moving, keep grinding. Now you know you cannot give up, and you know this. You know you cannot give up, because if you give up, you can't make it. You don't have a chance. So just keep doing, keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about what anybody says. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. Do your best, and God will help you to do the rest. Okay? So I thank you guys so much, and I am going to say good night to all of you. It has been great hanging out with you. As I said, you could have been anywhere else, but you came here to support, and I thank God for you. I thank you, Lord Jesus, for the fellowship to spread your word. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Unique Speak. Thanks to everyone. Thanks, T. Jones. Thanks, everyone. Tanya D., I made it, Miss Patty. Hey, Tanya, we're about to get off. I'm glad you came, and if you would like, go and check out the replay and get a little bit from the replay. Good night, Jills. Thank you for coming, Jill Style. Check Jill's out. She has some awesome style over there. Check out her page. Awesome lady. Everybody on here is just awesome. Everybody here I am connected with. If Rob didn't ask. Okay, Tanya, how many subs do you have? Gamer, hi Gamer. Because some people do get their WH time before I've seen a couple of people that had more than what they needed for the WH hours and didn't have the subs. So, you know, it's good to not just wait. I think it's good not to just wait until you get your 1K to start working on your WH time, because once you get that, you know, then you'll be feeling like, well, I got all this 4,000 to do, and you pushing. People are pushing. So if people begin to look at your content, and Tanya, make more content, grind, girl, grind, and put those videos out there. If you have to do shorts to get your page to growing and get people to knowing you, do something every day with your channel. Every day, do something. Say something, do something. I heard Journey with Kiki, that's a great channel. She was saying that do something every day. If you gotta lie in bed and do a video, that is what she said. Just do a video, do something. And it has been my experience that we gotta do something every day. We gotta be consistent. So my experience is get as many videos as you can up, begin to work on that, and everything else will fall in place. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do both. Okay, Tanya D. Okay, that is good. And I absolutely awesome advice. Work on the hour subs simultaneously. That's right, Coach Mary. And Coach Mary Ma has some awesome content over there. Go over there and watch her. Very motivational. I mean, you would enjoy it. Even my grandson, Tyler, enjoys her content. Very, very motivational. Great advice. Good message over there. Check her out. Wanda Budgets is walking and talking every day, every morning. She has some good tips and tricks on budgeting. So go over there and check her out. My husband is helping me, but I do silent lives at night. Okay. And not only silent lives, do some videos during the day. Even if you don't show your face all the time, you know, because a lot of times I don't show my face. But I think people do want to see you sometime. But once they get to seeing you, and if you do some behind the scenes, I think they're okay with that. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're welcome, Coach Mary. Tyler is here with me now, and he has been, you know, helping me with all of this. Getting ready to start my silent live in a few minutes. Okay, I'm coming over there to your house, Tanya. Okay, you're welcome, Coach Mary. You're welcome. Thanks to you all, and I am getting ready to say good night. And everybody have a peaceful, restful night. A peaceful, restful night. So Tyler's going to come and sign me off. Just left you a package. Tanya, that's good. And she's going to look at your content. Tanya D. Thank you, Cook With Me. Well, I'm already subbed to you, Tanya. I just got to go and look at your silent live, and I will do that. I'm going to check out your channel, Tanya D. Great. That is great. Wanda, thank you all for reaching out to Tanya D and helping her to get started. To grow her channel, not get started, because she already has a channel. Jewelry Spot, how are you? I'm so happy to see you here. So glad you're here. And I'm getting ready to sign off. And if you all don't mind, please go after the live and make comments on my channel. I would really appreciate that. And you all have a great week. And I will see you soon. Bye.